Hey, welcome to On Wraps. My name is Reggie Miller, and today I'm showing you how we wrap a wall using the IJ180 film. A lot of times we do IJ40C film. It's the same kind of film, just this one is a little bit better to work around. It's called Control Tack, and so on this one right here, we actually got hired. We do a lot of people hiring us to do the wall graphics in this area, and this is one of the projects right here. So let's kind of get started, because the first thing I like to do is invisible glass cleaner, or this kind right here, and I clean the walls real good with it. And I'm actually using the architectural film squeegees just for this edge right here, and it knocks down any high points of the area right here. So I got this done all right here. This is the film right here that we're going to do. So let's get to it. So I do this real quick because the architectural films squeegees is soft but hard enough to get all the high points out. Because if you use the film 180 or 40C, you can see all the little nuggets when you do it. Okay, so that's done. Now it's time to clean. I usually use a lint-free rag. Get as clean as possible. So the reason why I'm showing you these, how we do it, is because we also sell the product for wall wraps, and you gotta tell us what the measurements of the walls you want, and then you can wrap it yourself. It's really not too hard to do. Just roughing it out right, make sure the surface is nice and clean. Also, I'm showing this because we're getting more people from out of town. They print everything and then we just go out and install it. And so we're doing a lot of different things for other companies. We're a good team to team up with for other print shops around the country if they want to hire us, local installers. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it's not the straw. Now, what I like to do, I know it's scary, but what I like to do is I take the backing off. This is right here, 3M right there. And it's Control Tack, and I'll say Control Tack on there. So I try to, let me get this table off. There, cleaned out. Okay, I'm gonna pull the backing off, maybe about a couple of feet. So before they printed this thing out, what's called a site survey, and they contact us and say, hey, can you do a site survey for this room right here? It's a dog spa. And we want to measure all the walls. And so that's what we did. We did a site survey, and they just wanted to do this wall. They're thinking about doing the whole wall, but they did this wall. So once we get the measurements to them, we just take pictures of it, and then we can give you the measurements of this. And there's something in the way, we always give measurements of how high that is in that area right there. So that's what I call a site survey. Okay, so and always tell it the other graphics people, give about an inch bleed on top, bottom, and right or left, whatever. Okay, now, I know it's scary, but I'm just pulling this thing off. Just tacking it on. That's why I say it's a control tack, so anywhere you push the vinyl down, that's where it's tapping to. Now, as a person, that may go a little bit smoother. Okay. Like that, like a little clean surface and everything. So that's kind of like in nutshell, that's kind of level where it needs to be. I usually have a 1 inch, I'm trying to do like a, what do you call it, thumb size thickness on the top, thumb size 6 on the right, and whatever's left over on the bottom. That is it. So I'm just kind of tacking it on right on the corner. Looks like we got about thumb size right there. So I'm going to tack it right at the edge, and I'm going to gently come over here. And do the same. Okay, it's about thumb size right there. I'm checking the, about thumb over here. And you can see, I'm just kind of making sure it's nice and level. I'm barely touching it. It's really nice. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this guy right here. This squeegee is okay to use, but I like a little softer felt, and this is what I'll be using. I forgot to grab one squeegee that has a softer felt to it. Okay, I'm just kind of really getting on there. That looks pretty good to me. It's all even, okay? And you can do the same thing too. What I like to do is I have it in the middle. You just go straight down. You work your way in. And I'm barely pushing it on. Just in case if I'm off a little bit. Okay, again, I'm just barely pushing anything right there, making sure it's nice and level. And if I need to, I can pop that up on that edge. And level it out. And so far, it's looking pretty good. So anytime I work with any other graphic design companies, or we do, we always take before and after pictures, videos, and once the job is done, we will send you an invoice to QuickBooks. And also, we use what's called a Bonjoro app. It's a personal video email app that we use. We use that almost daily. And it'll say, hey, this is almost done, this is all done. Got proof. And yeah, so if you want to see more examples of local installations that we work with contractors, other graphic designers, companies, go to the rms.com website on the very bottom right hand corner, and you can see projects at the end. That's what we did. Okay, now I'm pushing a little bit harder on this side, so I know it's nice and level. Get all the air bubbles out. Okay. Just double checking everything. It's kind of pretty forgiving on I'm pushing all the air bubbles out, but you can kind of hear it. There it goes. And last and least, I use my hands just to fill any air bubbles. And to get an air bubble, you can poke it, or you can actually use your hands to get it out. And you can see this doesn't really take that long to do. And I'm overlapping this, and you can't see it, but I'm at a 30-degree angle, and I'm pushing the vinyl down and the air bubbles out. And that's what the architectural films squeegees comes in. You can go to the RMF store.com, you can order right through there. And again, that's the reason why I'm using that squeegees, because I forgot to add the red fill to it. This is slugger felt, or softer, sorry. And then I'm going to use that squeegee to cut in. And there's lots of other tools out there. I just like using the squeegee because the squeegee, there are architectural film squeegees. It's a 1/8 inch thickness. So what I did was I lifted up a little bit just to release the bunchiness over here, because it was off like a slight little bit. Okay. Okay, if you want something like this, you let us know what you want. If you want us to print it out, or if you already have a printout and you want to hire us out to do the installation, get a hold of us, 208-696-1180, info@rmf.com. Definitely ready to help you with any comments, questions, concerns, or what projects you have. Okay, I got one little big air bubble right there. Again, I can actually use my knife and poke it. Sorry, I didn't bring my head camera. You can to see a little more detail, but you can see the things I've done. You see how long it took me to do the stakes right here. So next, actually I'm gonna get this camera and bring it down. Alright, here's our architectural film squeegee. The thickness I like because it goes right to the edge, the length or the thickness I want to have it in there. I'm going to show you real quick. So another reason why I like this edge right here, so I can grab right here and here and have it walk this way. It's like that. So you'll see. So I'm taking my knife along the edge of the squeegee. So it's like a little lip right here. That's what I like. Some people are a little bit different. They can get like a little closer. You could take your normal squeegee and get like a half that size right there. I'm not sure if you can see the detail of that right there, but that's what I normally do for cutting around the edges with the architectural film squeegees. You can get the armwrapstore.com website. And this is only one design. Got several colors. So you can see that this is on real time. So it really didn't take too long of a time. And this, granted, this is an easy wall. Nothing in the way like splitter heads or wall sockets or anything like that. And I'm going to try to do more videos showing how to do all around that. It is really not too hard to do, and I will try to update the videos as time goes by. And we're getting more and more of the wall wraps taken care of too. So once I get all this done, I will take the video on the barn journal, like I said before, saying I'm all done, and I'll show the little details, like the cut lines of the wall. And then also we do these videos just to prove that we got everything done, everything looked great, and no misleading things that happened, like anything broken or whatever. But we are always trying to do our best of what we work on. And we're in downtown Boise today. We are based in Meridian, Idaho. There should be a video or a phone number down below with the email, so just contact us if you want to change the look of your white. If you want it yourself, I'm showing you how to do it yourself, so it saves you a little more money. But if you don't want to do the installation, and if you're in Idaho and Boise area, we will help you with that right there. Okay, and that is it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We've got more project surprises coming your way. And again, my name is Randy Miller. Phone number down below, and this is the wall wrap.